Tsmtek Silent Challenge. What is technology? Change begins when new ideas and skills meet. It is a virtual space that is lightly connected with one touch, but it is not easily made in reality. Tsmtek, which supports sustainable growth and builds its own system that combines monumental artificial technologies and IoTotics to symbolize the future, and leads changes in the paradigm of the field. For us, technology is a challenge and a challenge for growth. Technology leads in the direction of excluding human labor, but ideas are created through talent. We seek answers with research and passion. Ways to increase the value of resources. Creating the power we need. With passion, we make the impossible possible. With constant passion and challenging spirit, we will always challenge the best and strive to win the competition for the best in the world. We implement change and innovation based on the sense of crisis that we cannot survive without change. We strive to become a permanent company trusted by the society by strictly complying with laws and ethics with a straightforward heart and sincere and right actions. With Tsmtek's basic philosophy of thinking of others ahead of me, we strive for the common prosperity of the community, nation, and humanity. Today, we are making better answers through constant research and effort. Thank you. Tsmtek to the world with a belief of infinite challenge. Ulsan Metropolitan City is a metropolitan city located in the southeastern coast of Korea. In the west, it meets Myeongsi and Yangsan-si and Gyeongsangnam, Cheongdu-gun and Gyeongsangbuk-do, Jeongju-si and Gyeongsangbuk-do in the north, and Gyeongju-gun and Busan in the south. Taewa River flows across the city to the East Sea, where Ulsan Port, Bogyejin Port, and Onsan Port are located on the east coast. There are headquarters of large companies such as Hyundai Heavy Industries, Hyundai Hisco, and Hyundai Mipo Dockyard, and large companies such as Hyundai Motor, SK Innovation, and S-Oil. Korea Oil Corporation, Korea Energy Management Corporation, Korea Energy Economics Institute, Korea East-West Power, Korea Industrial Manpower Corporation, Korea Labor Welfare Corporation. The myth of success in infinite challenges. Tsmtek. In August 2004, Tsmtek, which was the first in the world to complete a titanium cladding pressure vessel, made its first step in the field of chemical equipment using new materials. By supplying the finished titanium pressure vessel to Samsung Petrochemical, it created a desire for the industry. The goal was to achieve 1 trillion won in sales by 2010, said Ma Dae-yeol, chairman of the company. Tsmtek's ability to achieve a predicted growth by shouldering the world's shoulders as a small and medium-sized company by achieving a growth rate of nearly 70% every year has been the object of envy of many SMEs. Tsmtek, which started out in 1998 as a titanium parts and materials company, Korea, which had relied on importing all of its products until now, was a company that continued to grow rapidly by entering related fields by securing a method of manufacturing titanium fasteners by cold rolling, a source technology that can localize titanium parts and equipment. Tsmtek, which was the first Korean company to jump into the titanium market a step ahead, raised sales of 2 billion won in the first year of its foundation, and continued to grow rapidly by securing stable growth engines and achieving sales of 18.8 billion won in 2002, 5 years later. And he started to explore new ways, and he went to various fields, and after a long wander, he came across a new material called titanium. Chairman Ma Dae-yeol dreamed of becoming a master of titanium by seeing that the world's 7th largest mineral reserve of titanium is Korea. Ma Dae-yeol, who has been stimulated by our technical level of not producing one titanium bolt since field engineer days. In 1996, he expelled 800 million won of enormous amount of material and went to schools and research institutes to wear shoes, devoted himself to the development of titanium bolts. Titanium achieved 1 trillion sales in 2010 by renewing the largest record in the industry. Focused on R&D on special materials titanium. The titanium material is a high alloys material, and the heat treatment process is of the utmost importance to achieve proper performance. Currently, in the United States and Japan, titanium is heat treated in a hot manner to process the product. The technology developed by Tsmtek is the world's first to show the processing technology of forming titanium through a cold formula that treats metals at a temperature lower than the recrystallization temperature. From the process of filing a patent, Tsmtek has gained worldwide attention. Titanium can only be molded in a vacuum up to a sponge or ingot. After that, it has the same characteristics as the stainless processing method. The molding process is already a generalized technology, but its original technology, the heat treatment process, is a field that is difficult to possess overnight. Therefore, Tsmtek, which owns the original technology, continues to grow to become a company that occupies more than 90% of the domestic titanium parts market and moves 30% of the total titanium market, including finished products. Tsmtek, which used a parts industry as a starting point. It takes more than anything else to believe and quit, said Ma Dae-yeol, president of the Paradox. Titanium, which forms an oxygen coating and does not corrode even in chemicals or seawater, continues to expand its scope of application in deep-sea mineral extraction equipment for petrochemical plants. The power generation facility is also a field in which titanium materials are frequently used, and in recent years, it has become an implant material that replaces artificial joints and teeth due to its low irritation when it comes into contact with the human body. Titanium, a super intercorrosion-resistant material, is emerging as a material that is in the spotlight in the marine industry and architecture in the future due to its characteristics that guarantee a lifespan of more than 100 years even in the sea. Also, as its use in the high-tech industry is expanding day by day, it is confident that it plans to increase the company's sales to the level of 5 trillion won by 2025 through technological development in related fields. August 2004. Tsmtek is the world's third titanium cladding, which is the first step in the chemical industry equipment field by supplying to Samsung Petrochemical by completing a metal shell pressure vessel that covers the nuclear fuel element, which is one of the transition elements belonging to the titanium. This counteraction tower, completed by Tsmtek at the time, was the first product of Tsmtek at the time and was a historical product with numerous modifiers. This was the first time in Korea, the world's third largest size and the shortest delivery time, the lowest order and the highest quality. However, what made Tsmtek a global player at the time was that it was manufactured with pure domestic technology. The dehydration tower, welded together with 32 mm carbon steel and 3 mm titanium clad, was a large pressure vessel measuring 71.4 meters in length and 3.76 meters in diameter. Tsmtek has selected 2020 as the year of new leap forward. We plan to become a leading company that meets the needs of our customers and shareholders by applying new technologies such as desulfurization facilities, seawater cell facilities, ballast water facilities, spent nuclear fuel storage containers and radioactive waste vitrification technology facilities. I would like to tell you about the representative business that we are selling as our main business. First is desulfurization equipment. The International Maritime Organization of IMO regulates the emission gas for all ships in operation and construction to prevent seawater pollution caused by sea pollution, and will install desulfurization facilities on all ships around the world from 2020 to 2024, or low sulfur oil (LPG). We are enforcing environmental regulations to replace engines that use clean energy such as LNG. However, many ship engine replacements, which are constraints such as anchoring at the dock, are difficult to monetarily and timely, such as docking rates, and are equipped with desulfurization facilities, mainly by spending about 2 to 3 days in the high seas. We manufactured 30 desulfurization facilities from titanium and delivered them to the International Maritime Organization of IMO, passing the international standard, and currently received 30 large ships. In order to receive orders for up to 100 units in the future, consultation with the owner has been completed, and the global market size is expected to be at least 70 trillion won. Since 2004, all ships with a total tonnage of 400 tons or more have been prevented to prevent the microorganisms in the ballast water from polluting and disturbing the marine ecosystem. The International Maritime Organization (IMO) has adopted the Convention for the Management of Ship Ballast Water, which mandates the installation of ship ballast water treatment facilities, thereby accelerating the development of ship ballast water. We are in the process of developing and commercializing the technology to be applied to ship ballast water by sterilizing seawater using chlorine generated in the process of producing seawater cells. In particular, our patented technology is being requested by many European countries, including China, by developing unique technologies ranging from purification to power generation. The market size is expected at 80 trillion won. In addition, our company, which has supplied ASF chamber for manufacturing LED and mobile phone sapphire from GTAT in January 2013, patented the manufacturing method of the rotating cathode drum, secured the electrode and copper foil equipment technology, and designated as a global professional candidate from the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Energy. From the Korea Institute of Industrial Technology Promotion, mid-sized company confirmation was received. Since 2013, with the global boom in the oil and gas sector, Samsung Heavy Industries, Daewoo Marine Shipbuilding, and Hyundai Heavy Industries have been leading orders for plumbing and pools. And our technology has been settled and expanded in piping production. We are currently focusing on the vitrification of low-level radioactive waste among cask high-level radioactive waste storage containers. Recently, the goal of radioactive waste management in each country due to the construction of nuclear power plants is to protect national health and the environment from radioactive materials by comprehensively managing low-level radioactive waste and nuclear fuel after use at the national level. The nuclear fuel that has entered the reactor has to be replaced with new fuel because its effectiveness decreases after about 3 years in a light water reactor for a certain period of time. The fuel taken out of the reactor is called nuclear fuel after use. Nuclear fuel does not burn like coal or oil, but uses nuclear fission principle, so it does not change in appearance. Because heat is generated, special care is required. Only Westinghouse and French companies specializing in nuclear power plants in the United States and our company have the technology to enable low-level radioactive waste vitrification business. Among the cask high-level radioactive waste storage containers, the low-level radioactive waste vitrification business is an item with hundreds of $1 trillion in total market size and is the world's best technology know-how. In 2014, we were commissioned to develop a high-efficiency HICZ chamber from GTAT and signed a contract for plasma torch melting furnaces and nuclear waste treatment facilities at the Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power Center. We are reviewing the storage cylinder for the nuclear fuel dry storage module and the auxiliary facility MACSTOR project. After the use of Wolsung Nuclear Power Plant of Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power Co., Ltd., reborn as an independent company at the end of January 2000, Tsmtek has set trust and passion as the core value of its corporate culture. Tsmtek's Trust is a business that builds cooperation and trust between colleagues and organizations through respect and consideration for humans, strengthens customer relationships through honest actions and promises, and strengthens trust between employees, investors, and companies through transparent management. It will fly again and again. Passion does its best to do what it's supposed to do, and does its best as a master consciousness, takes responsibility for itself, does not settle for reality, constantly seeks for change and innovation toward higher values, and exerts its individual abilities to the fullest. It means achieving achievement. Now Tsmtek will write down the success myth of Tsmtek towards the world again with the belief of infinite challenge. Now Tsmtek will write down the success myth of Tsmtek towards the world again with the belief of infinite challenge. Thanks for watching so far.